everybody, you know what this is, Jerome, BFAM Cooking. This is a very special recipe that I am stumbling over for some reason, I don't know why. It's probably because it's not meat. I need protein generally. But anyway, this is for my friends who don't like meat. So let's tell you what it is. Cauliflower steaks. That's right, I'm making a cauliflower steak because cauliflower steaks. We're making a very special way for you today. It's going to be cauliflower. It's going to be in butter. We're going to put it in the machine, let it cook for a little bit, and then bring it out. We're going to top it with. We're going to place it on top of a carrot puree. So it'll be carrot puree, cauliflower steak, and dust it with a little bit of crunch from what? Of course, a little bit of panko that we're going to toast and flavor and seasoning, and then sprinkle over some of our special smoked salt, just to give it that extra little flavor. Cauliflower steaks coming up. Cauliflower steak, ladies and gentlemen, that's right, we're about to do that. So cauliflower is really inexpensive, as you would know. It's a great product to work with, and I'm going to try and level it up for us a little bit. Get the cauliflower out of the bag, you got to wash it, you're going to rinse it off, you're going to get rid of some of this extra stuff. You really don't need the green part here. The leafy part. Not to say that they're not delicious. These are going to go into cauliflower soup or into stock. All right. In general, I'm going to. It seems to have a lot of waste with cauliflower steak. It's because you want to make it beautiful on the plate, and you're going to basically just take out the center section, right? Cut it in half and cook that whole thing, right? So that it sits nicely on the plate. So cut off the front end, where it starts to turn in on the cauliflower, which happens to be right here. You can see that. I cut that off. First quarter, that's that. Flip it to the other side, and you want to give it as much of a thickness as you can get from that. So I'll cut off this part. Okay, then you don't really need the stem. So I like to flatten it out. Flatten it out. Straight across. Right, now you can use that on anything else that you may want. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. Cut this in here. Get these little leafy things off. Right, nice and clean. Woo. Okay, so we don't need all of that. That could go away. All right, and in our particular case, I'm going to cut it right through the stem to cut 2 cauliflower steaks. So it holds together. Look at that. Holds together, reasonably thick, looks good. Okay, so this is going to go into a sous vide bag, and we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of butter per bag per cauliflower steak. We're going to cook it at 195 for an hour, right? No extra salt. This is non-salted butter, right? So 2 tablespoons is actually listed on the side here. So cut off 2 tablespoons per. 1 and 2. Okay. In the bag. See if I have bags ready. If I don't, I'm gonna have to make some. Oh. Gotta make a bag. Well, let's make a bag. I use this home brand of food saver to do bags and stuff like that, and make my vacuum bags, vacuum seals, because I don't want it to ever come apart in the water. And that comes from making a lot of meat products. Turn it over. Put our one cauliflower steak in. Cauliflower steaks in, put that butter in, paper off, make sure you take the paper off, all of it, stick it in the bag. Now I like to add just a little bit of pepper to this, a little black pepper, a couple of cranks. Some people would put like thyme in there. I don't think it needs thyme because we're going to put this over a fragrant, we're going to put it on top of a fragrant carrot puree. Fragrant carrot puree. Now you should be able to hear me. Let's get rid of this. We need that. Let's vacuum it up. Nice and flat. So here we have our 2 bags of cauliflower with butter, a little black pepper. It's really very, very simple. And then of course we're going to stick it in 195 in my sous vide. Let me show you that. Into the sous vide. With my sous vide already preheated to 195. Woo, that's so hot. Woo! I have a little rack. Just stick one in the front. I like to fold it over. Generally, sort of grabs the bag and holds it in place or holds it down underneath the water. It's fully submerged for the whole time. If it doesn't want to grab it, you need to move it over one so it goes into the next rack that actually does want to grab it. And because it's so hot, tuck those suckers down in the water. And then of course, 195, 1 hour. So for a carrot puree, you need to simply start by bagging up a cup of carrots and getting ready for the sous vide machine. You can do that at the same time you're cooking them at 195 for 1 hour, just like the cauliflower. In the bag is carrots and a little touch of salt. Tablespoon of butter in a small pan. Just going to toast up some Panko. We got some smoked sauce, smoked salt. I'm going to use the cherry wood smoked salt. So this is the color you're looking for. You need some color. Remember, all the flavor is in the brown. Puree down, cauliflower down. For a little crunch. We all need a little crunch. Panko on top. Finish with a little bit of smoked salt. A little bit more smoked salt. With a little delicate spoon here. So cauliflower puree is really, really simple. As you can tell, the smoked salt you can get at Amazon. They send it relatively quick. It's a sampler pack. It comes with 6 different smoked salts. T-shirt, get on my website. Let's try this cauliflower steak, sous vide. It should be perfect. Little dipping, little sauce here. Only thing we're talking about is maybe butter that would. Outstanding. $1.95, 1 hour. Cook both. You can cook both the cauliflower and the carrots in that same water. The little smoked salt and the sweetness that you're adding to the carrots and the puree, outstanding. Let me tell you, I could eat this, need steak next to it, but I could eat this any day. Cauliflower steak. Ta-da! Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. BFAM cooking, baby.